Hello friends, so today we're gonna discuss something about tandoor. So let's get started. A tandoor is a cylindrical clay or metal oven used in cooking and baking. So that's the basic definition of the tandoor. Tandoor word is derived from an Urdu or Persian word which means clay. The origin of the tandoor can traced back to Iran. So that's something about the history of the tandoor. Coming up to the next point. Some of the historical evidences shows that the tandoor was brought to India through Persia by the Arabs. The tandoor is also a popular cooking equipment used in Afghanistan and in Konkan region. Earlier, tandoor were dug underground and were stationary in with the modern trends. Setting in tandoor were made of various shapes and sizes. Some are of steel, the other are of clay, and some can be designed to match with the decor of the restaurant or the establishment. The next point is from the ancient time till today, many of the tandoors are generally heated by charcoal or wood fire. Modern tandoor can even run on LPG and even on electricity. Temperature in a tandoor can reach up to 480 degrees Celsius, that is 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature in a tandoor are further classified in low heat, which is around 273 degrees Celsius, medium heat, which is almost around 350 to 370 degrees Celsius. Then it comes to medium hot heat, which is around 390 degrees Celsius, and then finally it comes to hot heat, the highest temperature, which reaches around 400 to 480 degrees Celsius. One can regularly season the tandoor by using salted water. So a cloth is dipped in salted water and is swirled around the hot walls of the tandoor. The walls get dried up due to the heat, and in result the salt gets stick to the wall. This seasoning can be done even after you start using the tandoor, as it helps in keeping the tandoor in good shape for a long time and gives a better quality product. This type of seasoning is the most convenient and the simplest way to temper a tandoor. So that's the basic which we discussed about the tandoor. Coming up to the next slide. You should always have to cure the tandoor once it is purchased. If it is uncured, so we are basically talking about the curing of the tandoor. In the first picture you can see that the person has a green paste from which he can cure the tandoor inside. So that's what we are talking about. You should always have to cure the tandoor once it is purchased. If it is uncured, then the tandoor surface will neither allow the raw dough to fall off nor will the finished naan to stick and eventually burn. Also, while seasoning the fresh clay, the objective is to increase the inside temperature gradually, so that to make sure that the clay does not crack. So that's the basic reason why we cured the tandoor. Coming to the next point, the tandoor is cured by making a paste of mustard oil, jaggery, spinach, salt and turmeric powder, and basically that's applied to the inner walls and let the tandoor absorbs it for around 30 minutes and so, and then light it up on a low heat for almost around 4 hours, and then on a medium heat for around 4 hours also. And after that the tandoor cools down to remove the remainder. After the tandoor cools down, then after as soon as the tandoor cools down, remove the remainder mixture from your tandoor using a soft moist cloth. Then your tandoor is ready for using after the curing. One of the biggest advantage of a wood fire tandoor is that once they are heated, they will maintain a constant high temperature for hours with very little addition of fuels. As the tandoor once get heated, its heat remain inside due to a shape. That's why a very little addition of fuels, which we are talking about in the next point, a very little addition of fuel, if we are adding it to it, it maintains it high heat. So another big advantage is that it wraps the heat around, as I have just talked, because of its unique cylindrical shape with a larger base and a narrower mouth. So the heat loss is very minimal due to its unique shape. Also, tandoor has a small opening in front. In the ahead, in the front side, the tandoor, in a lower side, the tandoor has a small opening, which helps, which is used for regulating the flow of oxygen and to control the temperature inside the tandoor. Another advantage of the tandoor, as we talked, it wraps the heat around itself. Then we are going to talk about some of the delicacies of the tandoor. Some of the tandoor breads that are made are roti, naan. The different types of naan prepared in tandoor are plain, butter or garlic, etc. More or less. Then the paratha. Some types of paratha which prepared in tandoor are lachha paratha, pudina, ajwain paratha. Commonly, the stuffed parathas are not prepared in the tandoor cause it will easily like crack off the parathas, or it will fall on the coal or the wood fire easily, as due to its heavy weight. That's why lachha paratha, pudina or ajwain paratha is commonly prepared in the tandoor. Coming up to the next are kulchas, which are onion, paneer or masala kulcha, the plain kulchas. Then we're going to talk about some of the tandoori appetizers, and those are paneer tikka, shami kebab, then there is kakori kebab, then tandoori chicken, which is the most famous appetizers of the tandoor. Then there is seekh kebab, as in the picture you can see the above one is of tandoori paneer, which is paneer tikka, and the lower one is the seekh kebab, which is shown in the photograph. Then tandoori malai broccoli, and the final is burra kebab. So that's all we have discussed about the tandoor. So this is something more in detail about a particular word, a tandoor, which I had discussed right now. So that's all for the day, guys. I hope you like it. Make sure you hit the like button, comment down if you still have any doubts, share it with all your friends, and for more such knowledge, keep watching On the Food. Bye bye.